Hello, Tech Thompson here, and I'm just going to do a quick pickup video because the other week I went with my good friend Nick to our favourite shop. It's just outside Birmingham, Halesowen, called Vintage Gamer. And I picked up a handful of games, and I'll do the boxes ones first. I've picked up Super Mario Kart on the DS. I have tried this numerous times throughout the years, and I always do die. And it is, for me, I don't know why, but it's a very hard game, and I just can't, for some reason, play it. But bought it for a bit of fun. I then picked up Pokemon Mystery Dungeon again on the DS. I've never really been a massive fan of the style of Pokemon games, but I picked it up and I thought it was alright. And now this last one scratched my head a few little bit because I picked it up, and for some reason it only seemed to work on my DS Fat. I've got a 3DS, a 2DS, and a new Nintendo 3DS and a DSi XL. It only worked on my DS Fat, but I've since been told that sadly it is a fake game. It still works, but I'm not sure if I want to continue to play in case it crashes halfway through and I've wasted like 15 or 16 hours. The next game is also a DS game, but boxed. It is Trauma Center Under the Knife. Again, it's a very, very nice game. You play role as a surgeon, and that leads me on to a game that I didn't pick up from Vintage Gamer, but I did pick up from my local CAX shop. It is Trauma Center Second Opinion. I do understand it is a remake of the DS version, but the gameplay is a little bit different, and it was 50p, so you can't really complain. Then the next game was a Vita one. It was sealed, but I unsealed it, and it was The World of Final Fantasy on the Vita, something you don't see very often. And I'm yet to play it because I've been stuck on other games. But I do really, I am going to play it and give it a try. And I've heard good things about this, and hopefully it's nice and fun. And then we've got a nice PSP game that, again, my friend Nick recommended, called Loco Roco. You play as like a gigantic blob, and you bounce around, and you use the tilting buttons of the PSP to complete the level. And yeah, it's quite fun. It's a really unique version. Other PSP games I'm after are the Patapon games, but they can be quite expensive and hard to find, but hopefully I will find them. And then I've got two more things to show you from Vintage Gamer, but I want to show you, leave that until end because it's a funny story. These other two things also came from my visit to CEX. Here's White Knight Chronicles on the PSP. I've heard very mixed things about this, but according to my local CEX website, this was the only copy out of all the CEXs that exists. As you can see on the website, it is all out of stock. It was £12. I picked it up, and it's alright, but I need to play it a bit more. And I also picked up this as well. It's an official 2DS zippy bag, which can also hold games in there. And this was £3.50. And the little bit of a story at the end is that, in regards to them two last things that I showed you, the pile of games that I got from Vintage Gamer was £30. We then got two more things, which is Normal Heroes on the Wii, and also it's rolling away. Also the very nice wine red DS stylus to go with my very nice wine red DS that I absolutely love. And I think I'm currently playing Radiant Historia at the moment. And so, as I said, it was £30 for all them games that you can just see that have just been knocked over. And then I put these two on the table. He then said £32 for both of these. And the very funny thing is that this stylus actually was charged more than Normal Heroes. So I got a game that's cheaper than a plastic stylus, which is quite funny. I have completed Normal Heroes in the past before, but judging by the value of it, it's fun for a bit of a laugh. And it has a very decent soundtrack, which I do suggest you recommend, called Heavenly Star by the Genki Rockets. Hope that I pronounced it correctly. But yeah, it's a very short and quick update video of what I picked up recently, and hopefully see you again soon. Hello, it's a bit of addendum. The games I just spoke about just a moment ago, I completely forgot about this. This is a 3DS game called Ever Oasis. I heard lots of good things about this game. I played it a few years ago, but I can't really remember. I thought it was going to be like a standard sort of Final Fantasy clone, but it's not. It's a bit like a farming sim in the sense that you get your own oasis. You got to get fruit shops, armor shops, or the different bits and bobs shops around there. You also do some fighting to get enemies and get bits of wool, and it's a very different game to what I thought it was going to be like. But at the moment, I am rather enjoying it. It's a bit chibi, so to speak, and a little bit childish and a little bit cartoony, but it doesn't really bother me. And I've played it for a few hours, and I'm really enjoying it. So hopefully I'll play it some more.